Hello you sexy biscuit and welcome in to my video on version 1.3 of Kingdom Come Deliverance. So the patch has finally been released and I want to talk about a few issues that I've had and also some stuff that I think is really good. So right now this patch is not coming to consoles for another few days, but right now it is available on Steam, so go and download it immediately. For another few days, but right now it is available on Steam, so go and download it immediately. So first, my negatives. I have noticed a couple of things right now that have kind of put me in a bad place. I'm going to show you something that happened to me a few minutes ago and something that could be possibly game breaking.
You asked for it.
Okay, right. I'm noticing some issues with this. Because it's now loading, it doesn't seem to pause the game. So I have just teleported myself. I've just fast traveled through Ratai, and I got stopped by this guard because he wanted to quickly check on me to see if I had anything stolen. And he was stood there, obviously, going, "Oi, you, are you listening to me?" kind of thing. And he now has attacked me, but I couldn't do anything because I was in a loading screen. Yeah, that might have to be fixed. This is game breaking in theory because right now they hate me. The idea that you could load into a new area and the game would still be running without you actually being able to do anything to stop it is quite detrimental. I could be killed by bandits or maybe get stopped by town guards like I was in that clip. So that is slightly annoying. Now that is obviously done to let the game take its time and stream in the content that it needs. And it's better than seeing constant pop-in, which the game has the problem of anyway. But right now, that's one of my positives. The game right now has no pop-in. I'm thinking that they've worked around it by having small loading screens whenever you fast travel to kind of get everything loaded in. Also, Pebbles wasn't working when I loaded in. Like, he was not moving. He just would not move at all. I've had to reload the game save, and now he is, thankfully. I'm slightly worried there because, you know, that is quite an important thing. I love Pebbles, and it's kind of sad to see him not be able to move, so I felt quite sorry for him. And the last thing that may be on my end, my mods don't seem to work. My graphical preset mod, which I showed you guys in a video previously, which I use a lot, doesn't appear to work at all. So if I was to press any of the buttons that activated it, nothing happens. So I'm basically stuck having to use the game's own kind of presets or kind of make my own graphical settings. So that's a little bit annoying. And also my HUD minimizer, I kind of hide my HUD buttons, don't seem to work. So I'm not sure if that was the update, and if it wasn't, then obviously fair enough. That's obviously down to my computer, but just to warn you guys, that may happen to you. Now on to the positives. Right, so currently I'm running the game with some kind of mixed settings here. I'm running everything on basically high with a few mediums. We got very high textures, medium vegetation, you know, the kind of average, kind of mid-range setup here. Also something to take notice of here is anti-aliasing, SMAA 1TX, 1X or 2TX, which is really nice. As well as that, in graphical settings, we've also got VSync down to 30 Hz, so you could lock the game to 30. Also, Steam Cloud Save has been added for PC users, of course. That, of course, won't be coming to PC, but all the things that I've just mentioned are PC exclusive. So now on to the stuff that you guys want to hear about. So if you head over to the bathhouse, you can now clean your horse as well when you get cleaned, which I think is a really nice little feature. So Pebbles can also get cleaned. Because, come on, Pebbles, you need to take care of yourself. There has been an absolute crazy number of quest patches. Unfortunately, these are not listed, so I can't tell you exactly what they are. But over 300 have been added. So, in theory, you guys will not be running into as many issues now. Obviously, Warhorse Studios has been pretty hard at work trying to fix those, so we're grateful for that. One of the biggest patches is my horse will not get stuck while jumping over fences, which I've seen an awful lot now, actually. I did it very early on and thought I was the only one, but no, apparently it's quite a well-known thing. So, as well as Alchemy Bench will no longer shoot you into the air, which I've done a video on before. I just thought that was more funny than anything else. I wasn't really bothered by that one. So yeah, as you can see, whenever you fast travel to a location, no matter how far away it is, you now get a loading screen. Which I've never had, really. I generally spawn straight in and just be able to start going. Of course, I'd need to wait a couple of seconds for the textures and stuff to load in. So as I said, I think that's done to stop that from being too noticeable, which I'm okay with as long as it fixes performance. So if we move into the bedroom here, we've got our bed. But now you can just hold down A to sleep, which I think is a really, really nice feature. Instead of having to sit on the bed and then press A again to sleep, you can now just do it from one button hold. See, if I ran up to him normally, his face would still be loading in, so... Yes, I'm serious. Your face would still be loading in by now. So Miller Peshek, it looks good. Your face looks good, I said. Your face looks good. So yeah, they have updated pickpocketing and lockpicking for controllers. They've made it a little bit easier, especially at the easy levels. And they've also made the background itself a lot more noticeable, so you know where the lock's supposed to be going. As well as pickpocketing, they've made the kind of awareness meter a lot better.
That's the way.
So yeah, it's a lot easier now, I will say, which is really nice. So yeah, I'm currently being hit by an attack on the road right now, and I can't do anything about it. So I've already lost a bit of health, which of course should not happen. That needs to be fixed. I think that is quite a big issue. I don't want to be too down on the game, but honestly, that never really happened before now. So I don't really know why it's doing that. Okay, well that's that dealt with. Okay, so we're gonna test this out a second. So we got very easy lockpick here. So I can move the analog stick around here, and then kind of pull the lock round like this. Oh, that was close. I almost had it then. I'm not the best when it comes to this at all. So the idea of me actually being able to pick this is slightly ridiculous, but we're going to see if we can do this. I really struggle with getting it to go in the right place, as well as moving my other finger on the analog sticks. I personally think it's a lot easier with a mouse and keyboard. Oh, crap, a dog! Go away! Not now, doggy! Not now. Not now. Not now. Sit. I might have killed their dog. We're going to leave it there. So that's patch 1.3. Yeah, I do have some issues, but in terms of performance, it definitely seems to be running better, which is great. So wait for this on consoles. Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, but until next time, make sure to subscribe. Also check out my Fallout Who Vegas, Fallout Doctor Who series on my channel as well if you want to. But yeah, that's me. Out. Bye, guys.